Hello to all. My name is Julia. You are on the Dress Therapy channel. Today, we will quickly sew and cut a skirt, cutting a trapeze. My skirt is made of knitwear. The style is very comfortable. The waist is elastic. Gum is very soft, nothing pinches. As you can see, I even tucked a pretty long tunic into a skirt. The skirt is very loose. It can be done, for example, more tightly, more freely. This is your choice. Further in the video, I explain how to do it. Enjoy all. For skirt, flared A-line can be chosen absolutely any fabric. In my case, this is a knitted fabric. In a large rather print diamonds, they are the same as a goosefoot. Fabric standard. 1 meter 50 in width and about 60 centimeters in length. I chose this for myself. You also need an elastic band for the belt, or if you want, you can make a skirt on the cuff. Now I will tell you about the increases. How to take your measurements, you already know. Who does not know the reference in the description under the video? We measure waist and hip.
Как снять с себя мерки, тоже вы уже знаете. Кто не знает, ссылочка в описании под видео. Мы меряем объем талии и объем...
The increase in the volume of the hips, we have 30 centimeters, in order to make the expansion below.
Сейчас я делаю два...
Now I cut 2 rectangles to your hips. For example, if you have 100 centimeters, make an increase of 30 centimeters.
130 сантиметров.
It turns out 130 centimeters. Cut in half. Each piece we have is 65 centimeters wide. 2 rectangles that we will fold over each other with a fold in the center. Getting started. Place rectangles on each other. From the center of the fold, you measure the fourth part of the measurements of your waist and make allowances for seams, or for freedom of fit. You can make 2 centimeters. You can make 3 centimeters. We put the mark with a felt tip pen or soap, if you have dark fabric.
Далее мы отмеряем высоту своего бедра.
Then we measure the height of our hips and draw a line here, or just remember this number.
Либо просто запоминаем это число.
That is, you find the height of your hips from the waist. Draw a line. As a guideline, they found the height of the hip. I will have it 20 centimeters.
Потому что юбка будет не на самой талии, а чуть...
Because the skirt will not be at the waist itself, but a little lower, somewhere near the navel. Next, you find the fourth part of your thigh volume and plus make an increase of a couple of centimeters for seam allowances, and put a mark here. Now we need to connect these 2 points. And from this point down, 2, we go straight line. Now draw and show. When connecting the points, we have a sharp corner. If you know there are no sharp corners on our figure, so we round this line so that there are no sharp corners, that is, we align it. Make a smooth silhouette to the very edge, then we cut this side and align the line to the waist.
Мы кроим, вырезаем этот бок и уравниваем вот линию по талии. Значит, смотрите, для того, чтобы...
In order to better sit the skirt, here, in the middle,
2 сантиметра.
You can take 2 centimeters and then with a smooth line 10 centimeters from the center, draw as a neck, only this along the skirt, and here we draw exactly the line.
Выводим ровненькой линией.
That is, we deepen the center of the skirt slightly, so that it is softer and cut out the silhouette of the skirt.
С учетом того, что у нас плавная линия вот этого перехода, такая вот скругленная, но очень плавненькая.
And here we cut it out. The silhouette of the skirt is cut. Now we need to equalize the side length with the central one. Check the height from the top point to the bottom, how many centimeters. And check fully the entire length of the side seam. We will need to trim this part, as we usually do with you.
Обычно мы делаем с вами У платьев с юбкой.
Now I will show clearly.
Промеряем длину.
Check the length. You see, in fact it turns out 59 centimeters, and here it is 63.
Значит, я нахожу вот 59 сантиметров. Так, вот здесь. И теперь промеряю, чтобы везде вот у меня было 59 сантиметров. То есть я двигаю линеечку вот в сторону. Теперь...
So I mark 59 centimeters here and check that 59 centimeters is everywhere. That is, I move the ruler to the side so I check that the entire length of the skirt is the same distance.
59. Вот такими мелкими лучиками. Видите, вот. И просто потом выводим в нет. Вот здесь вот уже, видите, выводим в нет. То есть получается...
That is, it turns out that I need to cut this edge.
Видите, мне его нужно...
Each of you will have a specific number. You measure yourself. You can at least make a maxi skirt. The wider the skirt, the bigger the increase in the thighs, the more flared, and the trapezium is prettier.
И вот сейчас я еще раз лучше промеряю, это я вам наглядно показывала, и обрезаю вот это, и все.
That's all. We will proceed to sewing the skirt. We pin a skirt with pins and proceed to stitching. I always do it from the bottom up. Also, do not forget to sweep and do a fitting on yourself. Is the skirt right for your hips? Maybe it is too big to make an adjustment right away. Also, keep in mind that this is a cut of knitted fabric. If your fabric is inelastic,
Вам необходимо будет сделать молнию.
you will need to make a zipper in the side seam, or just make more increase so that your hips can pass through the waist, because it should be easy and comfortable for you to wear your skirt.
Надевать вашу юбочку. Итак,
And so sew the side seams.
я сшиваю на оверлоке, обрабатываю.
I sew and process the bottom on the overlock and sew from the inside out.
Покажу сейчас, как я это делаю. Так, ну и работать я буду быстро.
I will work quickly. If you do not have an overlock, lay a straight line, then manually do the mark up or zigzag.
Обметку, либо же делаете зигзагом. Начинаем собирать.
We begin to collect from the side seams.
Так, дальше.
Further, see how I sew the bottom of the skirt, so it is easier for me. First I sew one side seam, then I scribble the hem of the skirt completely below, and then I sew the other side seam.
Это я просто...
I stitched the bottom of the skirt. Now sew the second side.
Второй бок. Готово. Теперь
Is done. Now we sew gum. I begin to live in the central seam. I take the gum. Look at my white linen gum, because the wrong side is white.
потому что изнанка белая. Я ее даже не промеряла.
I didn't even measure it to the size of my waist. I'll immediately sew it on.
чтобы резинка не...
We burn the edge with a lighter so that the gum does not roll on the edge.
И буду обрезать вот эти вот.
See attach from above.
И пришивается заодно. Резиночку я немножко, смотрите. Вот.
I put it under my foot and start sewing. Gum stretch a little, so that it is well fixed to the waist.
Вот видите, перекрываю.
I overlap the edges of the gum and cut off, burning the edge of a cigarette lighter.
Ее край зажигалкой. Ну, можно это сделать в конце, но я вот вам показала, как это можно сделать сразу. Перекрыла друг.
Overlap the edges and go out. And that sewing skirt took exactly 4 minutes with explanations. Tightening the knot.
Узелок.
What else needs to be done?
Уже покажу готовое изделие. Тут уже делать нечего. Смотрите.
Look, here is a gum. See how beautiful it is sewn. Next, you do like this turnout. And in this groove pave a straight line securing the gum. Or it can be done manually.
Делать руками, закрепить вот здесь вот друг за друга. Значит, с одной и с другой стороны. Вот моя талия. Далее, как вы делаете обработку?
How do we handle the bottom? If you have the same tail, we will prune it.
Просто обрезаю.
We fix.
Делаем.
We make a hem 3 centimeters around the perimeter of the skirt, pin up with pins, in this way.
Так же, как я шила платье-пандочку, показывала вам. Ссылку, наверное, оставлю в описании под видео. Там наглядно я показывала, как шить вручную потайной шовчик. Вот смотрите, вот так вот по всему.
Look around the perimeter, first with pins, then we iron, sew up and the skirt is ready, showing already finished product.
Ну вот.
Well, the skirt is ready. She is on me now.
Сверху.
From above, I wore her jacket. My sweatshirt is pretty long.
Можно даже.
This skirt can be worn under anything of any color from any fabric.
Из любой ткани.
Do not forget, if you will sew this skirt from a non-elastic fabric, make an addition to the freedom of fit, so that you can insert the elastic band or insert the zipper into the side seam. I also want to show you. This is a set for this skirt. This vest will be shown in the second part of the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Put likes. Do it very well. Bye bye. See you soon.